we're coming together, and as a team building exercise, apart from anything else, we're going to throw a very nice party for Nell, who's a useful contact. So what do we know about Nell? Like, what is she like? Like, I mostly throw parties for dogs.
Oh, Lord.
Elizabeth has decorated this wonderful place where we're going to have an array of coffee shop
It's
customers for her to
wonderful?
chook from. I think it's wonderful.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Dogfood. I'll remember that sometimes.
I will take her out to a pub to get in a fight with some rough-handed hooligans.
I was planning on asking her to pick out a target that I could bring her.
And Charlotte, you can give her therapy as you apparently do.
No, I was actually just thinking about finishing up with a movie night.
He kind of like steps closer to you, Elizabeth, and says, do you mind if we spoke in private? It's about clan matters.
If it's quick, we have some very important VHS finding to do, if you know what I mean.
Welcome back. So, Renee kind of sits across from you. What does your parlor look like? Refresh our memory.
It's just very like, I wish I had the Animal Crossing picture from Tabby. But it's very like, nice Victorian looking furniture.
Mm-hmm.
There's a round table in the center, with the tea set, lace curtains on the windows. It's well designed, and it's not over the top, so it's not like gaudy or anything gross. It's actually like, it's pleasant, but it looks dated.
Yeah.
But it's not dusty. It doesn't smell old.
He sits across from the table, across from you on the other side of the table, is what I'm trying to say. And he says, I apologize for my rude interruption. I wanted to talk to you about your sire.
Yes. I was afraid this was going to happen. And she just like sets the teacup down and folds her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Just like breathes in very harshly.
Yeah. He says, my specialty is reading people, figuring out what they want. I bring it into my designs. I feel like because I can figure out what people want, I'm able to reflect that in their space. And that's why they pay me as much as they do.
Oh, yes. That's why I paid you that much. It looks lovely in here.
I'm glad you like it. I say this because I got the distinct impression from you that you're not particularly fond of the reverend.
Yes.
Pastor.
He's not I don't feel like he's an upstanding member of our clan, so to speak. He's not the best of us.
Mark would agree.
Well, that's good.
His arrival.
He seemed reasonable enough.
Poses some issues. It's a little bit of a shakeup.
A power dynamic that might not be pleasing to the eye, so to speak.
Yes. He doesn't match the color of the rest of the chess pieces.
That we can't have that.
He is a relic of a bygone era. We don't operate like that anymore.
I mean,
he has some very traditional ideas.
Yes. Considering how he makes new kindred, so to speak, it's not exactly the way that I feel like would perpetuate people coming to our cause, if you know what I mean.
Elizabeth, I get
She's like
I get the
spilling some
vibe.
tea on herself on accident. It's just like rolling down her like blouse. She's like, yes.
I get the impression that you have bigger dreams than this bespoke cafe.
I mean, I will keep this cafe is my heart and soul. But I do believe that I need to take over every Starbucks in the city or close them down. That's my current goal. Because they're just so aesthetically unpleasing. What's with that green color and the logo? Why would you put it everywhere? Have you seen their holiday cups? Makes me want to retch.
I don't find them particularly pleasing either. Not the artistic direction I would take.
We haunted the one across the street.
I do love a good haunting. Sometimes spirit can add a nice charm to a place.
Sometimes. We've had some bad
Sometimes.
luck.
Well, let me be more forthcoming with you. If you give us the scoop on the good reverend, aka give us enough dirt on him to move against him without having the Camarilla crack down on us, and also tell us a little bit more about how he operates so we can take care of him for you, potentially quietly, and I'll see what I can get you in return. I'm not sure I can make you the CEO of every Starbucks ever, but
I feel like our empire could grow.
let me make a few phone calls.
Interesting. I don't own any allegiance to the Reverend. I'll give you everything I know. If anything, I'd like to see him gone and not here because he's a threat to me and everyone around me.
He's very fond of you.
I don't care.
I don't expect you to. He seems like a very self-important man.
His way of operating is that way. That he manipulates people. And I know that every one of us, all of us kindred, everyone's like, ooh, I'm the most manipulative. No, me. Boo. But he's actually doing it to hurt people and to hurt other kindred and to keep them under his power and not through the structures that everyone loves so much. Almost like a cult. No one wants a cult.
No. Why is he so fixated with you?
It's a long story, but I don't think that he's aware of the damage that he did. I don't think he's aware of the damage that it did to me and how I ended up here. I think he's just wicked. He has some sort of, what is that? Stockholm syndrome? No, it's a different one. You know what I mean.
I think so.
He's obsessed with failed projects. I am a failed project. I can
Failed
eat.
project.
I can become part of politics. I wouldn't join his cult of artists, his flock, so to speak. I became more than that, and that's not what he wanted. And I didn't die. And he didn't die. So now we're even, I suppose. Spill.
He's already moving against you.
I'm not surprised.
And I don't know how safe this location can be. I don't know what his intent for the rest of your coterie is,
I'm more worried about that than
but
myself.
I think that he wants you back.
that won't happen.
He like leans forward and now you notice like his hand is like kind of shaking a little, and he says, Elizabeth, I never sent anyone to refinish your basement.
Oh. Well then. So what's it's I mean, they still did a good job. That's confusing. You should hire them, whoever they were.
I think he's scoping out the place.
That makes sense.
And I think it's safe to say he already has eyes on you if he knew that you remodeled your cafe.
I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, we might have to close up shop for a little while, but we do need to have this birthday party. I will give you all of my dirt, so to speak, on the good reverend. But I need protection from the clan if we're going to deal with him.
Yeah, he's
I'm going to be honest.
popular.
He is, but I am also going to be honest about my coterie. Everyone else's clans aren't going to help. They're all a little woo, you know what I mean? Like they're a little like, let's all, or let's like have two minds in one, or let's all just be angry.
Well, the roses like you.
That's good.
When you came to the fashion show, they were actually, several members were more excited to have you more involved.
That's excellent. That wasn't the one with the bounce house that we set on fire, was it?
I don't think I know what a bounce house is.
Oh, perfect. It's like a VHS.
Not sure where you got the idea of a VHS either.
Well, it's because we're throwing a birthday party. Apparently, it's tradition these days to have a VHS at a birthday party. I'm starting to think it might be a
gag gift.
Oh, I was going to say maybe a nude person, but yes.
They have those at parties as well. At one of my friend's last parties, he had this whole thing where he dressed up as Dionysus and there were nude figures everywhere. Well, it was interesting.
That's so over the top. Maybe Nell would like that. I'll ask. I thank you for coming and telling me this. I want my coterie to be safe. I don't want my presence here and this relic, this dusty sandbag of my past to come back and hurt anyone here.
I don't think you should have a party.
But we need to have a party.
We don't know what he has planned.
What if we have a pretend party? A party where we get him to act, where we prepare to. Then it has everyone's thing. They wanted Nell to have a fight. There's a fight. Everyone loves fights here, except for B, apparently, and that's fine. It gets him to move his chess pieces. We still kind of have a party.
Or your friend Nell, who I believe is the sheriff.
Yes, that's correct.
Thinks that you lured her into a trap.
No, we'd tell Nell. Nell would be fine with that. And for her birthday, she can have a fight.
She does seem to take up with you a lot. Are you friends?
Yes. Yeah, I would consider us reluctant friends. Sometimes we mess up a lot, but I think that she doesn't have a lot of friends and she appreciates our companionship a little bit.
Well, I'll leave you to handle it in any way you deem fit. And he like hands you another one of his sleek black business cards and says, if you want to write down anything you think could help us and send it my way, I'll make some calls and see if we can do something for you in return.
Do you have the Google? I can always have Ulrika send it to you through that too.
The internet isn't always secure, but my
What?
email is on there if she
All right.
wants to reach me that way. But you
That's
could always slip it into an envelope and drop it off at the business. We have some protections in place there.
all right. That sounds doable. I will write down everything I know. It hopefully helps. And maybe we'll have a fake party.
He gets up. Good luck. And I'm sorry about the whole trial thing.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but that's business as business, right?
Sometimes knowing things and knowing people puts you in precarious positions.
I understand that. Coming from a past in politics, and I do not plan on going back, I understand the need to sacrifice some of yourself to appease the masses.
Mm. Be safe, Elizabeth.
Yes, you as well. Remember, the clan could keep us safe, so I will keep an eye out, so to speak.
They can try. Yeah. They'll do their best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm.
I will, and then Elizabeth will like straighten her like coif.
Which
the
is
cover-
now has tea stains on it.
Yeah, it's on her. She's gonna cover the tea stains. It's like move it
Oh,
over.
nice. Okay.
Just like the like bow covers the like tea stains. Yeah, and so she'll walk with him out to the door.
Okay.
And then as I'm sure everyone is
Right.
silently staring at her walking through the lobby as they are wont to do when anyone has a visitor.
Yeah. Well, I was going to
I've
say
definitely-
Ulrika's at the
Dogfood
base of the stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dogfood's
Waiting
just
for
been
him to
staring at
exit.
your door, waiting for the.
I mean,
hidden
you could
secrets
all
to
listen.
emerge.
You could hear everything.
I actually, I don't have.
I was going to have
heightened
words
senses.
with him.
Oh, yeah, you could hear it.
I'm gonna
What's-
lean over to Ulrika and go, "Do you know what we should do to like help
Kill
our
him?
bond of friendship? Yeah,
Kill him?
We
No,
should
no.
go in together on a killing."
No, I let him out. I say goodbye, close the door.
What
and I
about
say,
a
"Nope,
threatening?
we cannot kill him. We have bigger problems. It seems.
Can we kill him with the bigger problems?
Who is listening? Raise your hand. Who is listening? Okay, Ulrika. Did you already tell everyone else what was said?
No. They could do their own listening.
I know, but
I
they
would
won't.
say
You
that,
know they
like,
won't.
you know,
You know they won't do it.
If I had a friend who was an information broker, I would tell them information just as out of the bond of friendship.
Well, this is where you come in. I need your help. I need everyone's help because we're in danger.
When are we not in danger?
Well, real danger, not just silly danger. This
Okay.
So my sire, who is in town, is going to try and kill me and kill us. And so we have to kill him first. Or
Cool.
get someone else to do it. I don't know. We have to protect ourselves from him. And he's planning something possibly relatively now. Possibly we shouldn't have a party. But if we do have a party, we can still have a party. I know
Is
we're all
Renee going to be at
disappointed.
this party?
No.
Mm.
What I'm saying is if we have a party, we need to tell Nell that she's gonna have the best party because we're going to trap some baddies at this party. So we're going to have a
We're
party.
going to get in trouble for killing this person?
No.
Or is it cool that we
Is
kill
this
this
like
person?
is this off the books?
This is off the books killing, yes.
Does this?
I don't know. Go on.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, I feel like this puts Nell in an awkward situation.
Yeah, maybe if we
That's true.
happen to do a murder at Nell's party, if it just happens to happen, that's one thing. I think if we
Oh,
tell
wait.
Nell, "Oh, we're going to do a murder at this party,"
Well,
I
I
think
think-
that's rougher.
Nell needs to know what's going on.
Because we
But-
don't want her to think we put her in a spot.
What if myself and Nell just have a girls' night birthday party, and I just distract her / hang out with her the entire night,
Okay.
and you guys handle the killing.
That's my only concern is that this person, this is a loose word. They are it's like sadistic. So they wouldn't go after us. They would go after you. They would go after you because you are alone.
You could be bait. You've always wanted to be bait. Am I thinking
What?
of someone else?
I think you have that confused.
So
with Glenn.
yeah, Spade is the thing that I've always wanted to be. Thank you.
I think that's actually a good idea. But we have to be cautious. We have to, if anything, I think that we should go through with the party here at the Court of Cups.
Yeah, because we might risk the masquerade if this goes anywhere.
Yes, I agree. We don't want to go anywhere else.
But I mean,
Don't
we've
like
got.
that one.
Is he really going to do anything when we've got all these humans around from the sign that it's customer appreciation?
I think
is he going to do anything around a bunch of humans?
I don't think
he
they care.
could. Yes, I don't think he cares.
Oh. Well, look, if we're going to have a fight, I better heal up some of these potholes, and we should probably eat. Like,
yeah, let me.
I don't want to go on a
heal.
fight on an empty stomach.
I mean, that's all good and valid.
Are we still getting a VHS?
That's the other thing is we don't have a VHS, and I know that's so important for our tradition.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's going to be really disappointed if she shows up to the party and there's no VHS.
There's like
Oh.
3 people in the Court of Cups
See, this place is jumping, and we've got
with your handwritten crossed out sign that looks
So-
very shady.
that says no
I-
customers and
I
then
have-
customer
Yeah.
appreciation.
Yeah.
I have a hard drive full of VHSs. Okay, so we don't necessarily have to go get an actual VHS, unless
I didn't understand a word of that, but
I have movies that we can watch.
With a VHS.
We have. I
yeah,
have
but
movies we
they
can
have
watch.
to be compatible. They have to be compatible with Charlotte's VHS.
Shut the fuck
player.
up! I have movies we can watch.
Wow.
But where are we gonna watch these movies?
On
How-
the TV or whatever the fuck y'all want to watch them on. Okay.
All right, this is an excellent plan.
But Charlotte
We
only
will-
has a VHS player.
Yeah, Charlotte only has a VHS player, so we don't.
I have a
You're not-
Chromecast and a fucking like a cat. Whatever. Just shut up. And then I just go to my closet
look, no,
and slam the
it's-
door.
It's great. Like, you're very fashionable with your Chrome, but it's.
You just
Like,
hear
I'm
the
gonna
music
turn to
turn on
Charlotte
and
and be
go.
like,
The
"If
music
you
is just got turned up. I just turned my music on and turned it all the way up.
You turn to Charlotte and just go like, does she know anything about technology? Like, she is a hacker and she just isn't getting this.
I hear
I'm
him.
sorry, I'm supposed to be more positive. I just kind of like, it's just
No,
boggles the mind.
we need to practice on being more patient, and Ulrika needs our empathy right now, and she will eventually understand what we're trying to say.
I have a
Yeah, I got it.
question.
She's-
Mhm.
Out of character question. Are there security cameras in our dungeon? I think there were.
I don't
right?
think
I think
we-
they'd be pointing into the cells. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Remember Dogfood when you were okay when Dogfood was in the cell and she had the bouffant, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I printed a picture of that out. Okay, Ulrika did
Okay.
Where?
in my fucking hacker hole or whatever.
Your hacker
In
hole.
a hacker
You
hole.
screenshotted it, printed it out.
So I just
Enhance,
texted
zoom
it.
enhance.
Yeah, well, like I have it as a file also, so I just
Yeah.
text it to Dogfood, and from within my lair because I hear them talking smack.
Charlotte, will you look at this? She just texted me this. Now, I'm just, I think she has a lot of growing up to do, is what I'm going to say. And I think that while we're killing people, you know what? I'm not going to say anything I'm going to regret. I just want you to witness to me very maturely not doing anything about this provocation. Fucking yet.
I just put my hand over your mouth, which I'm sure you'll react to unhappily, and be like, "I'm just gonna go ahead. I think I have a solution to this."
Okay. I'm
And
fine.
I-
I'm the good guy here.
and I knock on Ulrika's door.
And turn the music up.
I open the door
What?
and I say, "Hey, remember when you kicked the shit out of me?"
Yes.
I
remember it fondly. What?
like I like obviously I'm like nothing. I don't have any bad blood. We're totally cool. You know what? If you like, since you know exactly what needs to be done, I'm just not going to think about the movies and the the VHS tapes. I'm just going to. I'm going to make a nice cozy area for us in the dungeon area to watch these movies, and I will just, when we're ready for movie time, I'll just assume that movies are ready to be press played on.
Thank you for entrusting me with this fucking technology I don't know anything about.
Make sure they're rewound to the beginning.
You don't have to.
So they're ready to go.
Be kind, rewind.
We should run one of those head cleaner tapes through it to make sure
running
it's
your
ready.
head through a fucking cleaner.
Run you through a fucking cleaner. Let's go. Fucking strength plus brawl.
Tabitha,
Why?
Roll your willpower.
I have 2.
Versus a difficulty of 1.
Oh god damn it. Do I use blood die?
You can add bonus die equal to your humanity divided by 3.
Tell me what that is. I don't know.
I think it's 1 bonus die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have 7 humanity. So
okay.
Be nice.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong side. I always look at the wrong side with that. Okay. So what do I roll?
Wait, wouldn't she get 2, Patrick?
7 divided by 2. I'm dumb. Sorry. I don't know why people listen to me.
I listened to you. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
how many total dice do I roll?
So you get 2 plus your willpower.
And then I have 2 willpower, right? Because I had the damage on 1 because this technology bullshit. And do I use hunger die or does that matter with this roll?
Yes.
Okay.
You just need to beat a 1. Mostly because you're used to Dogfood's provocations, not because it's not
3.
Maddening. Okay.
Yeah.
So with the 3, you resist the urge to beat his face in after he talks about running a cleaner through the VHS tape and rewinding it to the beginning.
Okay, I just breathe hard. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have it taken care of. That picture was to remind you not to talk shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I'll give you a reminder not to talk shit.
And Ulrika, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I was wondering, as like, to maybe help me heal, if you could wink, help me get a wink, wink bite to eat.
Okay. I can do that.
She needs blood. She needs human blood.
I was specifically talking about the organs, but yes, blood.
And organs.
Okay.
Do you want me to... This is just an idea. I'm just throwing this out here. But now that we know that Glenn is a pantoponologist.
A phlebotomist?
Yeah, he's one of those. That's like an organ guy, right? He can get us organs.
I'm just gonna
blood. He draws people's blood. When a human needs to go to the doctor to get a medical exam, they get their blood drawn by a phlebotomist.
Right. So he's got to know the organs guy, right? Like they all hang out. There's a canteen. I'm just saying we should text Glenn. Be like, hey man, I'm just going to Glenn to text and say, can you bring some organs over here?
Has he replied to your other text?
Has he?
No.
Well, there's something wrong with his phone, so which is why we should go and visit him. And while we're there, we can ask him about. We can get some organs in the hospital. There we go. I've squared this circle. We're going to hospital to get some organs for Elizabeth. Stop off and see Glenn. You know, I like blood. So
what's the timeline on the murder party that's going to happen?
Well, I was thinking while we were all discussing whatever the getting blood. I think that we should close the doors to the laboratory and our dungeon and your closet. And we should maybe, I don't know, just keep the cafe closed. Just close the cafe, close the doors, close everything. If we go out and we go get blood and take Nell on a trip to go get blood and just have a nice little outing and come back and hide in the dungeon, then maybe we will avoid the wrath of my sire, so to speak.
Wasn't he in your in the dungeon?
They did damn it, they did renovate the dungeon. Everything is bad.
Who renovated the dungeon? Why are we?
They were
the evil person.
Yeah, evil people renovated.
They renovated the basement.
Yeah, the
basement.
basement. Yeah, the basement,
but
part.
not because the dungeon's like lower down, isn't it?
Yeah, dungeon's
the dungeon's
lower down and hidden.
Yeah, with the secret bookcase door.
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
Would they have found the secret bookcase door?
So they know where we are. They know that we're here.
They've been inside the house.
If we're not in here, then we're probably safer than being in here, is what I'm saying.
I mean, like they probably don't know about the hidden bookcase unless they were like on our bookcase randomly pulling dicks. They're not gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if they wanted to read some Moby Dick?
Yeah, well then if they pulled out our dick, then they know that we've got a secret dungeon. But that's always been the case. That's every time we got someone like Libraritor, it's like, oh, I hope they don't read the one book that is going to reveal our true selves.
Why would you choose Moby Dick? That's like because
that joke is still paying off.
Look, Dick.
I genuinely can't.
I would accidentally discover the dungeon because I'd be like,
it was because we wanted to do the pull the dick joke.
Yeah, that's literally. I can't remember who it was.
It was probably me because my mind is in the gutter.
I was going to say, I wonder if I'm the guy wearing the hot dog costume at this point. We're like, who can possibly say who said that it should be Moby Dick? But who knows who it was that came up with that immature joke? It was either me or Tabby.
Childish.
It made me laugh.
Yeah.
And we kept going. Anyway,
I don't know. So I feel like Elizabeth just doesn't know what to do. Like,
I feel like our perimeter has been breached and we're not safe here.
Our perimeter has been breached. That's the word. I still don't know what it means, but I'm looking for.
We have goons.
We've been infiltrated.
Yes.
We have goons. We have Loretta. If we just go if we go into siege mode, he's going to know.
Yes.
And then he'll just do something else. We should entrap him.
Mm-hmm.
We should, I mean, the goons are here disguised as coffee shop goers who just happen to be in here every day. So we just have them around. I say we still have the party.
Okay.
And we're ready when what's his face comes in here trying to do a killing. We do a killing on him. There we go. Flip it around.
What if we just tell Nell that we might have some entertainment dropping by?
Yeah.
And then that happens.
Well, I don't want to lie to Nell.
We're not really lying.
We're not going to lie. We're going to say, hey, Nell, we're going to have the party. There may be the potential for danger.
As always.
Does that? Yeah.
That's fine.
It's the Court of Cups.
Just say Elizabeth ticked someone off for just something.
Okay, so what's the danger of her kill?
Oh, by the way, Dogfood, can you take this? And she's already been writing the information about the reverend on the card, and she'll put it in a little envelope. Can you give this to a dog to take to this address? And she writes the address on it.
Oh, sure. I have all kinds of messenger dogs.
It's a messenger pigeon.
Never say I didn't ask you for help. See?
Yeah. I have that Bernese mountain dog phone.
Yes.
I'll send him. I'll send a burner phone.
Thank you. So she just sent all the information over to the Toreadors.
No one's gonna mention that. No one's gonna acknowledge the. Okay, no.
The dog
is named Phone. Yeah, named
Burner.
Phone.
It's a Bernese dog named Phone. Burner.
It's better, Jasmine, if you don't.
You're right. I
don't.
Don't engage. Don't do it.
Burner phone gets run over by a car.
No, God.
Immediately just walks straight out into the streets.
Wiped
out by a milk
What's that,
float.
Jack Black? Or not Jack Black. What's that movie? Where Brad Pitt's in it and he's deaf and the guy gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, he gets this beautiful, majestic Bernese mountain dog goes out and gets Meet Joe Blacked by two cars.
Joe Black, thank you. Yes. That was actually a okay movie for the time. I don't know about now. Anyway,
it took me a long time to get over the trauma of having watched Meet Joe Black. The movie is 7 hours long.
It is. It's long.
There's yeah. So I'll send a dog. I'll probably send Mimbly. I'll send like a small dog, and I'll send him along to Renee's.
Right.
Hey,
I'll read it all
food,
first,
wait.
obviously, because I'm not,
Wait, dog
my
food.
job. It's my bit.
Can you tell the dog to like maybe pee on his leg?
No.
Oh, I already
you don't
have.
Hear me. You don't
I already have dogs peeing on Renee's stuff.
Ulrika,
it's a piss disco in there. Like he has no idea why.
Piss disco.
Can you, Ulrika? Can you check if we're bugged? Maybe we're bugged or something. Maybe we've been saying all these things and people are listening. With the tiny lights, like those tiny lights could be little tiny microphones. We don't know.
Yeah, they're bugged in there.
Do I have one of those? Would I have one of those machine like the
a bug
detector,
a bug finder guy? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would I have one of those?
Let's see.
Hacker? I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like with preparation you could get one, but give me a wits roll with Streetwise. Just to see like if this is one of those things where like you're like, oh yeah, I always keep one of those handy.
Yeah. Normally I would have like a interference thing going too. I have a crit and then I have 1, 2, 3 success.
Okay, so that's 7 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Math is right.
I'm dumb. I don't know. I just got that wrong again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
Wait, because the crit is 4.
Yeah, crit's 4. Plus
and then 3.
7.
7.
Yeah, 7.
You keep throwing me off that
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm like, wait, did I get it wrong? Okay, so yeah, you have a bug detector.
Okay.
And you're also pretty sure that it like after doing a cursory sweep with your equipment and just looking at stuff, you're pretty sure that not only is the place not bugged that you can tell, but they might not, or you're pretty sure they haven't touched the Moby Dick spot either. Like you go out.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the forethought with that wits and and streetwise roll to like go check and see if like things have been disturbed over there. And
should we have this conversation in the dungeon?
Yeah, I mean there are people that come in here, so
yeah. I mean, I'm just because the dungeon definitely isn't bugged.
I mean, I'll check.
No, it's fine. There's
Ulrika checks anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. There's no need to double check. There's
do a sweep of the basement. You don't find anything. And then you do, you sweep Charlotte's office and go inspect the bookcase. Nothing there looks incredibly amiss to you, but you can look closer if you want. And yeah, you sweep the dungeon and nothing pops up in the dungeon either.
Okay. So,
all right. So we at least know that we're vaguely safe from.
I want to look closer.
We know he's not going to know that it's an ambush.
I don't think he's not very technologically savvy. Think like my sort of generation.
Thing is, if the DM says you can look closer if you want, you should look closer 100%
That's what
I'm
looking. I'm looking.
That's what I said. Don't metagame. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm not metagaming. That was just my instinct.
Just kidding.
Give
I had someone tell me that once.
And investigation check.
Oh, okay, hold on. Shit. Investigation is 2, so I'll use my blood die. And then what was the first one? I'm sorry, intelligence 2?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
3 successes.
3 successes. You recognize something new on the bookshelf that wasn't there before. It's a framed portrait.
What the fuck
is
about
this small, like wallet size.
Who the fuck put this here?
That was never there. What?
Who's this of? I didn't put up any portraits.
I show Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, you recognize the face to be that of Caroline Harrison.
Oh no.
Who the fuck is this?
She just throws it.
What the fuck is that?
So we're just throwing stuff around now. Okay.
What is that?
He's trying to hurt me, is what he's trying to do. to say it's an ex-lover that
Whoa.
he's trying to hurt me. It's not real. She's dead. It doesn't matter.
Oh, she's dead. It really doesn't matter.
Is she dead or is she dead?
Dead, yes.
Dead. Like
Dead, or like I'm dead.
She was the president's wife at the time. Unfortunately, her and I had a
timeout.
I told you I was in politics. It's a president no one cares
didn't know
about.
you were in politics.
No one remembers William Henry Harrison. Do you? Nobody does.
We've all had affairs with a first lady. Like, that's not...
Nobody remembers William Henry
Why are we all
Harrison?
popping our monocles about this one? Like, we've all been there.
All I'm saying is...
Not with this first lady, but...
We were very close, and she was a wonderful, unfortunate wonderful human. And to stay with her, I might have broken the masquerade and then was staked.
So...
And then I was brought to a pit here, which is how you found me. Surprise!
Yeah, I know. So it all worked out for the best. I say, if this guy's trying to hurt you, we hurt him right back.
It was all mysterious. Remember, you all wondered forever, how did Elizabeth get staked? Oh no, well, the president did it.
Jesus Christ.
It was William Henry Harrison. No one cares. It wasn't Lincoln. It wasn't anyone interesting.
I think,
yeah, I don't remember that president from
See?
school when I was in school.
I didn't pay attention in school. For all I know, he's one of the founding fathers. It's, I was...
It doesn't matter. He's human. She was human. Everyone, and don't dwell on the past.
Don't dwell on the past.
He's trying to hurt me. He's trying to make us afraid. That's why he put that there.
He's going to realize
he just made me angry
that there are worse things than hurting someone with a framed portrait, such as hurting someone with razor sharp claws.
I was going to say love, but I believe razor sharp claws also hurt. So does love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should we'll try the razor claw. We'll try the razor clap shores first, and if they don't work, then we'll try the love thing.
We're gonna mind fuck up right back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
On the surface, because this is what you do, being the political creature that you are, you handle it very well.
Yes.
But recalling these memories and having to share them kind of against in a way that you wouldn't have preferred with your coterie is hard for you. Give me a composure roll with, let's see. I'm trying to think what would be appropriate here. With leadership, since you're trying, I feel like right now you're kind of trying to take control of the situation.
She's trying to protect everyone.
Yeah.
She doesn't want, because this is her past that was like big time vampire stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was her really trying to take power and really trying to do all these things before she fell and broke the masquerade.
Of course.
Because of love, which is something that's not even, that everyone looks down on.
Yeah, it's lame. Shouldn't love people,
especially anyone trying to vie for power in these circles. So yeah, so she's trying to be a leader, but it is very hard. So leadership and resolve, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have 1 in leadership. Oh wow. Okay.
1 more dot in leadership than anyone else has. That's why you're the leader.
Yeah. All right, I'm not the leader. Dogfood's leader. I got 3 successes.
I got 4. So
damn.
You do take 1 superficial willpower damage.
Okay.
Because that's how social combat works. This is like social combat by like proxy.
Social combat with yourself.
Yeah. It doesn't happen all the time, but I'm pretty sure you subtract the pools and then
I have put that on the sheet.
There is.
Did you mark mine too?
There is a thing, though, however, that, let me just check the rules here, that when a kindred suffers this type of slight in front of their coterie, sometimes that can inflict additional sort of willpower damage. Take a look at what
I
whether
would
that
feel
come
she's
into play
taking
here.
a lot of willpower damage right now.
Yeah.
Because you just see her keep looking at the picture.
But you have 4
Like, she's-
dots in persuasion, which
Yeah.
means that, and just like, I feel like you're good at persuading other people that you're fine. So your coterie might not even notice that under the surface, a storm is brewing.
Right.
Is Elizabeth?
So
gonna
because
go Super
this is
Saiyan?
under the surface, and because Dogfood is an idiot,
Mm.
Dogfood's going to try and jolly you along and just be like, "It's all right, Elizabeth. We've all done a bad murder every now and then. I wouldn't really worry about it. You know, I'll
So you'll
probably
take
end up killing Glenn. You
one
know?
extra because it happened in front of your coterie.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll put
All right.
Yeah, which also kind of falls in line with having to disclose this very personal information to them that you didn't get to do in your own time or in
Right.
a way that you wanted to.
And I'm sure Charlotte can pick up on it better than everyone
Yeah.
else too.
Well,
It's
and
the-
Charlotte, with your background, you would also know that this is different than the way other kindred have messed with you before. You're used to Molotovs thrown through windows, and
I love it.
know,
yeah.
this is something
Other
that
day in
is
the life.
so small. You may have even missed the framed picture, but so personal, the well-placed thorn, as it were.
You should have just thrown a Molotov. That's what most people do. Putting a picture up.
Well,
Who cares about a picture? You should have thrown a Molotov or a grenade.
True.
A grenade would have worked.
Dogfood, true evil isn't.
True evil is silent.
It's more of a nagging thorn that lasts for too long, not an instantaneous explosion that puts you out of your misery.
The image, like from the photo itself, am I able to get any kind of like over the years of talking to people and like learning, like focusing on their expressions and how they are, their body language essentially, am I able to see anything about this person from that photo?
Normally you would, but this photo is a very formal one.
It's probably
It's
old.
a very old, yeah, it's a
Okay.
very old photo, black and white. Back before photos were something that we took casually to express our feelings in a moment, and more so taken at very momentous occasions. And so this one is very much the school photo-esque, 3/4 head turn, shoulders back and down, very formal wear type of photo.
Okay.
It looks like it was taken with great care. Nowadays we take photos whenever we want, but back in
Was
the
this
day
back
there
when?
typically
Sit
had to be
down
a
for 10
reason.
minutes.
Well,
look
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like they couldn't move.
Mhm.
Because
Yes,
it was-
we're talking 1800s.
Yeah, they couldn't
Yeah.
move for a certain amount of time, or the picture would be blurry.
No, I think my favorite thing of so far in Vampires that people say is no one cared about William Henry Harris.
I've been watching so much Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I just like immediately thought when you first came in and we were like, oh, how'd you get there? And then just like kind of pretended it was normal and moved on.
It's like, what's that? You have money? Okay, I have no further questions.
Right.
Sounds
Oh yeah,
great.
Elizabeth will also say, why do you think I have so much money? I've had savings accounts and stocks since the 1800s from Washington.
Donks.
That's how all those politicians have money now.
I
They've
just
been in it
assumed
for
you
a long
inherited it.
time. I'm the one who made it. You can't inherit it from myself. I was staked. It's
Also
weird.
thought interest was a big factor as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there's I just trust you that you're rich. As long as the check's clear, I don't think about like, how did this, where did this money come from that
Well,
we
that
paid the goons
as
with?
as an information broker, you might want to consider that once in a while.
Wow, okay. Everyone's roasting on Dogfood today. I see, and Dogfood just kicks her feet and like.
I'm
just
going to
trying
pick up the
make you
picture.
feel better.
Mhm.
I'm just going to pick up the picture and just like I will keep it, and they can see me keep it. Like that's me, just like that's her like breaking and that like just being like I'm going to keep this We have to protect this coterie and protect ourselves so no one else can get hurt.
All right.
The frame is broken and the glass is cracked because of the force with which you threw it, but you do remove the very delicate, very old photo paper, and you can keep it for yourself.
Yeah. She'll put it in her
bra pocket.
Yeah.
Her money bags.
Yeah. And just kind of be like
money bags.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And just kind of like tussle herself up a bit and just sort of like for a moment, like the mask fades and she's just like, I'm going to be honest with you and say, I don't know what to do here. We need to work together to keep ourselves safe and to keep Nell safe and to keep honest and I suppose hardworking Kindred safe from this poison of the past.
Charlotte goes into her desk and grabs the folder that she keeps. She keeps a folder of it for everyone of their psychological status. Takes out Elizabeth's and like opens it up and writes down a note. This is
come on, you're writing in the folder. You're writing right now while we're standing right here watching you. Isn't this against?
There's something extra in Elizabeth's folder now.
Isn't this against some sort of law to do this in public in front of everyone? Like, why do we? I don't think we're all supposed to have the same therapist. I'm pretty sure that that's also against the law or psychiatrist. We're practically family. This is against something.
Imagine Ulrika's is just only Charlotte Lamb's notes, nothing from Ulrika because she just sits in there silent the whole time.
It's just a piece of black construction
you've got the
paper.
Thickest one. It's just.
This is all nothing that we have like had one-on-one. This is just like me collecting like
information,
observations.
Yeah, Charlotte's like average client has a folder like this big.
Yeah,
you guys have like an accordion.
Yeah.
With room to roll.
Yeah, Elizabeth will also say this the problem, one of my problems, we all have problems, is that I'm too human. I need your help to think like Kindred today. I need your help to think away from love, away from feelings, away from beauty, away from if we need this cafe to have nice drinks for customers. I have a problem. I can eat food. These aren't things that help me or you. So I need your help to do things that I wouldn't do to keep us safe.
So Dogfood is going to be very serious. And she's going to come over and she's going to put a hand on either shoulder and look you right in the eye. She's going to go, Elizabeth, let's kill your dad. And you're going to feel a lot better.
He's not my dad, but all right.
You just hear Ulrika's knife go,
yes,
and she pulls it out.
There's one thing I know. Is that there's no problem you can't solve by just killing some guy.
But we also have to keep it a little bit on the down low. Not like we can't just throw a Molotov cocktail into someone's window.
No, but I mean, like if he attacks us first, that's fair game, right?
How old is he?
Well, I mean, he's old.
Oh yeah.
But like how old?
I don't know. Like 400 years, 500. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Old.
Good thing Nell's gonna be here.
Yeah, old enough to be a problem.
Just a random question. You think he could beat up Lily?
I mean, no one can beat up Lily.
We're gonna pull Lily in.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
We're gonna kill her too.
What?
I'm just saying.
Because Lily's not cool anymore.
She's not cool. She's like the She's like the most opposite of cool.
We invite Lily to the party. There's an ambush.
This just sounds like
they
everyone.
Think, oh, there's some vampires and a goth. Murder. No, the Lily.
Oh.
She's
emo.
Murder.
Goth.
Spiders. And that, like, either he does his fighting vampire stuff and he kills Lily, and then like we get him while he's wounded, and then like no more Lily, fucking sick, or Lily kills him, devours him as a giant spider.
Wasn't Nell gonna help us
Lily.
kill Lily?
That's great. And then we probably kill Lily while she's busy.
Wasn't Nell gonna help us kill Lily?
Yeah, she was. And so
that's that's the present.
Yeah.
Who else would not enjoy killing a were spider on their fucking birthday?
I I'm not in.
It's what I want for my birthday.
I asked for help, and this is what I received, and I'm just going to let the universe give me this. Sure, this sounds fine.
I think we're making assumptions that Nell would enjoy killing someone, but I'm really proud of Elizabeth, and we're going to do what we can to make sure that she feels the depth of love that she requires, because that is a beautiful thing.
Oh God.
Fluff. Okay, let's murder. Let's do it.
Big hug, guys.
All right. So
I'll give Charlotte a hug, and everyone else can just sharpen their knives.
Yeah, Ulrika and I are already talking about like the knife work of this.
Yes.
We're just like,
and I'm just
like, said, I'm very proud of Elizabeth. We stopped listening and started talking about the murder plans.
I'm thinking I'm gonna like hang out over here. I could do it, like just jump down upon them with my knife.
And
that sounds great. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have them torn apart by a pack of feral dogs. I've always wanted to get my pack to tear someone apart.
That would be amazing.
So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was thinking the dungeon, just because I thought it would be a really great place to lure, because they technically have done something to it. So they're going to think that we're trapped and that we're not expecting anything.
So like we hide out in the dungeon. So you guys bring them to the base, like lure them to the basement, and we hop out from the dungeon like, haha.
Wherever it was renovated, wherever got renovated downstairs can be the movie experience lounge.
Yes.
The VHS experience lounge.
Shut up about the VHS.
Where they believe that Elizabeth is trapped.
But is he gonna do he's not gonna try and kill Elizabeth, right? He's gonna like try and do some weird psychological shit. And that's when fucking no one's ready for were spiders. That's the core of my point.
So are we letting Lily think she's helping us?
Yeah, we just like
we never
Lily's
use
just
her...
gonna think we're just rubes, right? We're just like, hey Lily, who we still trust. Why not come around for this party we're having at the Court of Cups? There'll be blood.
Right, but we still have that favor that she owes us. Like
we still have the card, yeah. We can burn the card.
Oh, never used that, really?
Yeah, we never used it.
You've been saving
that would be an excellent idea for help. But then
the moment
she might turn on us, but I'm not sure which is worse at this point. At least she's just a giant spider.
I mean, honestly, really like after Lily's done, if Lily wins this and kills the vampire guy and like doesn't take any,
but what if he doesn't? We don't even know if he's going to show up or not. We have no idea.
Well, then we just kill Lily, and that's fine.
I don't know if I'm down.
Is there a problem?
I don't
know why you're laughing.
Rough.
Well, Nell's gonna be here.
I never actually seen the were spider. I'm imagining it's pretty grim, right? Like that's.
Well, okay. Like what kills spiders? Raid. So we're definitely doing this. We're definitely doing this Lily plan then, because I gotta say, a lot of the time when I suggest a plan, I assume someone's gonna come up with a better one. But if we're using my plan,
this sounds like a fine plan. I just think we should use all of our skills to our best knowledge. Like maybe Ulrika, you could use your hacking skills to find the Reverend and help, and we can send a dog to tell the Toreadors where he is. Maybe we could delay him.
What's his name?
Klaus Schmidt.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's an evil name.
Yeah, that's
that guy's no good.
Too succinct.
Yeah,
but you said he doesn't really use technology though, right?
No, he might not have a trail.
Right, like he wouldn't have a credit card or.
No, I don't think so. It's more of the pay with gold sort of person.
I mean, if someone's been paying for illegal shit with gold, one of my guys might know about it.
Dogfood might be better.
That sounds much more of a under the table transaction than a through the Google transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might. Is there some kind of information broker role I can make to see if anyone I know has knowledge of him?
Yeah. Let's see.
I can't remember. Do we have a smell?
A smell?
Yeah, would a dog be able to smell if the scent of whoever had been
Like whoever had put the picture.
That's a good point.
Dogs do have the ability to detect, or animals in general have the ability to just sort of tell that something is off when it comes to kindred.
Right.
Yeah, they may be able to detect who placed the picture, but give me a intelligence roll with investigation.
Intelligence and investigation. This is going to be great.
That's just for Ulrika because she's the one who's asking about the.
So Ulrika, intelligence and what?
Investigation.
Shit. Why can't I? Okay, 2 and 2. Okay. I got 3 successes and a skull.
Okay, so with 3 successes, it occurs to you as you're like, oh, we could have a dog track the picture frame. You don't know that he put the picture frame there. You sort of piece together it was probably one of the people that he sent into your haven that put the picture there. Yeah. But that also could be a lead. I'm not saying you can't do it, just saying it dawns on you that whether this was a human or kindred that placed the picture, it may not be Klaus himself.
We could find maybe the person who put the picture here if you let your dog smell this, maybe. It might not necessarily be the target, but it could lead us there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to whistle for Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say, Elizabeth, since this is your sire, you kind of know how he operates. And you also know that he has had dealings with the Toreador.
Right.
So, or that he's moving within the Toreador. Mm-hmm. And being a power player, it's upset the natural order of the uppity roses.
Yeah.
You could also pull on that connection to see if they have any idea where he is. Because as far as you know, it's not it's not a lack of knowledge about where he's located that's preventing them from moving. It's more so they want to know how to hit him, where, like, how hard to hit him, and also how to cover their bases.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll tell this to the coterie, but I'll also add in that if we're looking for him, he's probably going to be, I mean, he's called the Reverend, but religion or what religion doesn't matter. My guess is what's trendy right now, he's going to be a new age person, someone who's extremely charismatic, extremely already beloved by humans. Obviously, he has the skills for that, as you put a whammy on them. Mm. So we need to look for someone who's already gathered a significant following.
So we need to look for a cult.
Yeah.
Maybe not outwardly. He's smart enough to hide it. We need to look for someone who's amassed a lot of ghouls, a lot of followers, a lot of those that he's used his powers to manipulate, even other kindred.
So that might be my role, what I might try and do is to try and find that cult, essentially. Try and go like, okay, so does anyone have any that I know have any knowledge of, like, more people joining this particular church? Has anything kind of unusual happened?
Yeah, and I could probably use look on social media stuff.
It could even be a healing center. I've seen those pop up.
Yeah.
Or a yoga studio.
Mm-hmm. I could probably use Google for that.
Yeah. You have some, I guess, like rapport amongst the homeless population, Dogfood.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times cults specialize in targeting people who are kind of down on their luck or don't have good support systems. So you could use your, let's see, I would say intelligence and your dot in fame to try to, like, kind of reach out to that network of people and see. Okay. Actually, go ahead and roll streetwise and intelligence and then add a dot for the homeless network. We'll do that because it's like an advantage.
I'm adding 1 dice. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I have a question after.
Yes, definitely. What's up?
Rolling 6 dice.
Could I? Is there any chance that Charlotte has had any patients recently like drop out or show signs of obsession over another organization or like I don't know, is there any sign within my own clientele?
Go ahead and give me a insight roll with wits, since you're kind of trying to recall your patients over the past few days.
So I got 4 successes on that roll.
4 successes. So with 4 successes, you put some feelers out. You know a few people amongst the that you could talk to, and they hit you back with some information. They're like, yeah, you know, there's like people have started disappearing is one of the pieces of information they get you. Like, you know, there's people that used to hang out here and they're not showing up like they used to, and turnout at the soup kitchen has been a little bit lower. You're not quite sure where they're going, or a lot of these people aren't, but they're going to look into it for you.
Okay. That's great. That's good to hear.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. With 3 successes, you do recall a woman that was about 45-ish, who's one of your regulars, who came to you and kind of talked about how she was a little stressed that her daughter had fallen into some new stuff that she doesn't think is harmful, but isn't rooted in science. And that was really bothering her. She herself is a marine biologist. She works at the aquarium. And so being very science-minded herself, she had vented to you about how she was just like feeling like she didn't know how to be supportive of her daughter without saying this is ludicrous or this is garbage. She mentioned goop several times.
Oh, never mind.
You know, kind of along the lines of like, you know, because of that goop and that Gwyneth Paltrow's.
That's exactly.
And now the kids are all like crystals and oils and
candles that smell like body parts.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And honestly, you know, doctor, I can't stand it. You know, I hate it, but I don't know how to be supportive. She already barely talks to me as it is. And then I have to meet her over coffee and listen to her talk about how my chakrams are off. I don't even know what a chakram is. And I tell her, I'm going to physical therapy. He says my chakrams are all in alignment. I don't know what you're talking about. And then she tried to tell me that, oh, you know how you hurt your rotator cuff all those years ago? All the surgery you're about to have, don't do that. Just rub this schmutz on it. And I have to resist the urge to tell her she's an idiot, doctor. And I don't know what to do. I already have a strained relationship with her because she says I'm not supportive. But you know, when your kid tells you that they want to pursue a degree in intercultural communications, but they grew up in rural, you know, Eastern Washington, and they're white as a lily, I'm wondering to myself, am I really paying $35,000 a year for this? So what am I supposed to do? You know, I'm stressed. My blood pressure's up. My husband's checked out. He's just given up on the whole thing. You know, I took out some Tylenol and took what she said. Those are so bad for your body. I would never put that poison inside of me. This from somebody who will drink any bottle that has organic written on it. And I had to explain to her, you know, there are organic things that if you eat enough of that, that's toxic. And she didn't believe me. And I tried to say, well, why don't you eat a whole bottle of cinnamon and find out? F around and find out. And then she said, this is why she doesn't talk to me. Do you know what she ordered, doctor? A turmeric smoothie. Who even drinks that?
Love this.
Did you get the name of the cult?
I was going to say, the
terrible.
One of my practice kept talking about this goop cult. Maybe we should look into that.
It's classic. Is he a goopy kind of guy?
Ulrika uses the Googles to look up cult activity in the area.
Yeah, could we kind of cross-reference our various information? Like, we can figure out like whatever we know about this daughter, whatever I know about like the area where people have been going missing,
Mhm.
And cross-reference that all together with some Google
typing
Yeah,
so
overlays.
Charlotte would have a lot of the contact information for her patient, so she would have a rough neighborhood.
Am I zooming through files as we talk about this?
Yeah, you're in cyberspace.
Ideally-
Yes, continue.
That's
That's
it.
it. Ideally, we just like casually run into her rather than like call her up and be like, I want to talk a little more.
Yeah, hey, do you remember that website you were saying is ruining your daughter's life? Can you remember what it was? Because I wanted to pick up some candles.
I stalk her on the internet. I'm like, where does she
Mhm.
live? What's the coffee shop she goes to?
Yeah, you're able to kind of cross-reference all the different bits and pieces that you've put together, and you come up with a few promising leads.
Okay.
One is a sort of weekly retreat in the woods, where people engage in some nude yoga and like sort of spiritual healing. The other one you get is a sort of meetup for people that want to exchange recipes and kind of, it's on meetup.com, kind of want to talk about nutrition. And they have someone who comes in and sort of shares things for the paleo diet and the dandelion water diet.
Leek water.
Mhm.
Someone told me once leek water would cure my diabetes.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh, did it work? Did you try it?
Raw water. They
Oh, yeah, I'm
discuss,
perfectly
like, the
cured.
newest-
Yeah. You throw your insulin out into the
Yeah, I
garbage
just
where it
took that and
belongs.
some cinnamon and I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
cured, man.
So you notice there is like a couple forums / like in-person meetups from time to time at raw food cafes where they kind of discuss the newest and the latest technology and those types of diets. The one that's most prominent on their forum right now is the raw water diet, wherein
Oh
people
my god.
drink
Ulrika
untreated.
takes superficial, aggravated, whatever the fuck damage just from reading this, and she rolls her eyes so hard they're stuck.
From people drinking dirty water. Yeah,
I saw that. That's real.
Oh my god.
that is
raw
real.
It's
water thing.
real. They got like some horrible disease.
Because they drank organic water.
Sewage
Raw
water.
water.
Yeah,
Raw
there's-
water.
Raw water just from the ground, from a river that like
Duh.
it was not from like the top of a mountain, which is safe. If you drink water from like a glacier,
Yeah.
Mhm.
out of
Because it's
certain
like
areas,
right out. It's like
there's
fresh.
ways
It's like
for it to be safe, but
Just
like
drinking from
otherwise,
puddles.
but they were just drinking from like a stream that like they didn't know where it came from.
like an animal.
Believe it or
peed in
not,
it.
this is gonna sound really crazy, but parasites are organic.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
true.
oh my god.
It's like strychnine.
Oh my god.
Amoebas that eat your brain tissue are organic.
Yeah.
I know, crazy.
What did Jimmy
Yeah. You
Carter
can eat
spend
them,
his life
but-
doing? Trying to eradicate that one worm that you
Yeah.
get when you drink the water and it burns your leg because that's where it comes out.
Oh yeah.
It burns your leg, so you go back in the water. So then the adult could go back in the water and start the whole cycle again.
That's disgusting.
And all they have to do is boil their water.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
So who's this Jimmy Carter guy? He should be on our suspect list.
Anyway.
And the last lead you get is a sort of like master of energy healing. A
Okay.
Reiki master, if you will. Reiki. I don't know.
So
I'm
I-
Indian,
Sounds
and I still
suspicious.
I still don't believe any of this crap.
Sounds suspicious to me.
So the one that sounds most like
Suspicious.
I actually think the Reiki guy.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Because-
that or the naked yoga.
It's there's got to be some crossover
don't.
between
He's
like the idea
Too
that
old-fashioned. He
he's
wouldn't go in
preying.
naked.
There's the idea that he's preying on homeless people, and the fact that he's preying on like middle class
Mm-hmm.
people who are looking for some kind of purpose and meaning in this
Yeah.
dark existence. I feel like it's easiest to sell that as I am a healing person. I will help anyone from all walks of life. So that's just my hunch.
I think we should have Elizabeth be the one to decide which.
I
your
guess
Spidey.
since
I
she
mean,
knows him.
I said I think the Reiki healer sounds. He's using a buzzword. He probably doesn't even know what that is. It sounds like that person is more of a cult of personality than a class, and that sort of tracks with his behavior.
All right.
And going into the woods naked is definitely not his style.
So let's Google.
And he can't
Reiki
eat, so
healing.
the raw food isn't going to do anything. He's not like me. He can't eat.
If we Google that, and then we just go down the list, murdering them.
Why are we murdering the
No, we have to find him first and send the information to the Toreadors. So let's get all of this information that we've all gathered. Charlotte, from your client. And anything we can, we'll write it on another letter and send it with another dog. So let's do that real quick.
Okay. So
we all write down
what we know of our information.
All that we think he's a Reiki healer. We think that's where he is. Charlotte has some very aggressive clients that do not like him. Sounds like he's very persuasive, and that the homeless population has also been disappearing. So they might want to look in areas with a large unhoused population.
Perfect. So as you
that as a letter,
collect all this information and send it with a dog by dog post, that'll be where we bring this to a close or take our second break.